Good morning, good morning. It is, what is today? Monday, January 13th? Monday, January 13th is the day today. I am currently working. I'm stopping to make myself a burrito. By the way, these are not the healthiest options to eat, but I'm trying to move fast. My babies are both awake. It's about 11 o'clock. I'm usually on the move when I'm eating because they need something like every 5 seconds. So I'm enjoying this burrito. And other than that, I've got to get back to completing that bracelet. I was watching some videos last night on how to properly tie the double-stranded bracelet. I've done it before, but I want to reinforce that knowledge and make sure I'm doing it correctly. So after work, maybe when they're napping, I'm gonna do my best to try to tie it. What you do is you have one loop on one end, and then you have two open-ended strings on the other side, right? What you do is you get those two strings, you bring them over to that loop. You place one string inside of the loop, and then you pull them both. And what you do is you're trying to get the beads to move as tight as possible. Maybe a little bit of wiggle room, but you want them pretty tight. You don't want to expose the bracelet. You want it to look clean and only see the gemstone. Done it before, shouldn't be hard, but still, it never hurts to just practice, right? Practice makes perfect. Overall, it was a pretty good weekend. I can't really complain. Aza's back at work, so it's just me and the babies today. I love it when she's here. I love seeing her. I'm lucky to be with Azalea because as I was growing up in my 20s, I heard a lot of horror stories about bad relationships, getting married to the wrong person. And I understand things don't always go according to plan, right? You fall in love with somebody, you move in, you get married to them, and things just change sometimes for whatever reason. And I'll be honest, things move kind of fast with me and Azalea. We moved in together pretty quick after we got together. I know that's probably not the proper thing to do, but it just worked. For whatever reason, I think we're just so compatible with each other. We have ups and downs, and every time we have an argument or if there's something that somebody else is doing that the other doesn't like, we fix it. We work to fix it, right? I'm not perfect. She's not perfect, but I'm just so lucky, and it helps that I think she's so attractive. So now we're heading into the second week of me doing these daily vlogs. So far, I have gotten one uploaded every day for the past few days, and it's going so well. The point is to be raw. The point is to not make these cinematic. The point is to not create a script, to not orchestrate all these cool things. The goal is I wrote it down. The goal is to make the vlog revolve around my life, not make my life revolve around the vlog. Because what happens is when you start making your life revolve around a video content like a vlog like I'm doing here, it gets exhausting, it gets tiring, and it becomes a job. You don't want something like this to become a job. If I intend on making a video every day, there's just absolutely no way I can make it a job. I have to make sure I'm just doing my thing, living my life, and I happen to have the camera out to document certain things. That's the only way I'm gonna succeed. All right, I'm gonna go check on Preston. I got both of the kids in my arms. This one I can't really tell if she's tired or if she just wants me to hold her. Preston here, I haven't really held him much this morning, so giving him some arms too. I've got Miss Rachel on. This is the 30-minute time frame of YouTube. I don't let them watch more than an hour 15 minutes a day. And Miss Rachel, actually, we only got about 5 minutes left, you guys, for Miss Rachel. A lot of my day I spend like this. This is a lot like what I'm doing now. You don't see this in the vlogs much because, I mean, it's hard for me to do anything when my arms are occupied. I was able to reach up to get the camera right now, but trust me, most days I am just so exhausted to where I'm holding them and I can't even go for my camera. I just have to take care of them. And it gets even harder when one of them falls asleep. Like if she falls asleep, then it's like, okay, how do I get her to the bedroom without waking her up, without getting this guy upset because I have to put him down and start crying and then get her awake. It's a whole thing. Look, if you've got 2 kids, I'm sure you understand. If you have 1 kid, I'm sure you could understand. It's crazy. If you have no kids, how are you sleeping? Have some sleep for me. But I love these kids. I can't complain. Everything I do, the early mornings, the late nights, the hard work after work, the filming, the editing, the meeting client, everything. I do it all for them. I love them. Okay, here I come, you guys. The weather is cold, but it's not as cold as it's been the last few days, so I'm gonna take these kids out for a walk. The sun's out. Oh shit, actually Preston needs a blanket. Hold on, got a blanket for Preston. Okay, we are ready for a walk. Let's go. Feels good being back out here walking these kids. I haven't walked them for, man, like almost a week. I miss being out here. It's just a good chance to just think, get some fresh air. And oops, her blanket fell. Well, today is Monday the 13th, and there's a TikTok ban looming on us. I'm not sure if all of y'all are familiar with TikTok. I'm sure you are. Everybody knows what TikTok is. I recently got into TikTok. I'm not like a big influencer on there or anything, or I don't have a big following, but the app is genuinely amazing. The difference between TikTok and Instagram, it's just like night and day. The content that you receive on TikTok, it's just stuff that you will never find on Instagram. There's so many differences between TikTok and Instagram. I could spend the whole day just talking about it. So look, to sum it up, the biggest thing that we're going to be losing out on with TikTok is our freedom of speech, communication, people having opinions, facts. What's wrong, babe? Information travels fast on TikTok, and good information as well. People like me, people just ground level conversations is what we have there. And it's amazing. You learn so many things. I can't explain it. It's like you had to be there. Everything on Instagram feels very manufactured. Content that is just designed to entertain you, keep you busy, not necessarily to inform you of what's going on in the world. I think that's a good way to explain the differences. Instagram is just strictly entertainment, dumb entertainment for the most part, while TikTok is information. There's a lot of entertainment on TikTok, but the information that travels in that app is insane. It's so good. You see, because the media is controlled by money, right? All of our news outlets, all of our social media apps, they're all controlled by money because they all have shareholders, and shareholders they need something out of all the businesses that they're investing in, and that's money. Right? So let's just look at Mark Zuckerberg, for instance. This dude runs Facebook. He's running Instagram now. I mean, if he had his hands on YouTube, he could literally control all the information that we see. He can gatekeep whatever he wants to gatekeep, and that would not be good. I hope YouTube never sells out. Where in TikTok, you don't have people able to influence the algorithm. You don't have people who are able to influence what we see. So it's like a free-for-all in there, and it's perfect. That's what we've been needing. That's what we've been craving. That's why it's such a big deal that it's going away. But I'm probably the worst person to talk about it. There's so many other people who can help identify why it's beneficial for us, but I'm on the app, and I understand. I get it. The government taking it away, it's a big fuck you, in my opinion, to us. Hi.
What? Is that her birthday party? Oh, yeah. I don't like it. So you're gonna need 10 plus, and then 2.5